Here is the best bunker build you can make on Ark. It has a ton of storage, a very efficient crafting area, as well as great defense for inside the bunker. You might think, what? Why? Well, if you damage the bunker till he reaches 25% of his HP, which takes a little bit of time, the enemies can teleport into your bunker. You might also think, why would I defend it? If they have the bunker on 25%, the base is wiped anyway. Well, you can defend the inside so good that they cannot even get in if they try. And yes, they could fully destroy the bunker to despawn all your loot. However, they would be there for a long time, since after it's at 25% of the max HP, the bunker barely takes any damage, which gives you time to log on and log in. It will also turn away cheaters, since they can most likely see what is in your bunker, because they're dirty little cheaters, and see that it's full of defenses and they don't even want to try it. But I'll explain more on this later. Let's start with placing the bunker. I'm gonna place the bunker at the red light base location. This is one of the spots where you don't have any obstruction. Like you can see, there are no rocks here, so you can fully build the bunker. If you do have obstructions, you simply have to build around it. A great tip I can give you before placing the bunker: place a tech gen facing this way, facing the back or the sides of your bunker. Fill it with element, and then right click it, add as input, and then 5 stacks. Make sure that you turn it on and you keep it like this. Now we're gonna place the bunker right there. It is basically in the middle of red light, all the way in the back. Like you can see, I perfectly lined this up so it's just not sticking out. Now we're just gonna place it, put it down a little bit, just like this, because I still want to place foundations around it. So just gonna place it like this. And now you can see we cannot access the generator. And when I grab a tech rifle, I can try to shoot it anywhere I want, but I will not be able to hit it. Now you might think, how am I gonna access it? How am I gonna refill it? Place a Sir right in front of it. Put 400 element in, depending on how empty the generator is. And then just put butler mode. He will instantly fill the generator. And when he is done, you can simply pick him up. And you're finished. Now your generator is filled again. Be careful, if the generator runs out, you cannot fill it again. So be careful of that. Make sure that you always fill it up. Okay, so we're gonna have to craft some TekBunker modules. And for this build, you're gonna need 580 of these modules, which is pretty expensive. Okay, so I crafted 585. A little bit too much, but it's fine. You can always take the rest of them out that you don't use and reuse them for a different bunker, whatever. Now we're gonna go to access terminal. Gonna go to build. And then layer number 1. We're gonna fully build this layer. Just like this. And press apply. Okay, now that's done, we want to go to the middle. Just teleport the module. And now we're inside the first layer. Okay, so what are we gonna do? We want 2 sides to be the vaults. So I want vaults on this side and this side. So we are gonna free place craft ridges right here. And then kinda build 4 blocks out. Which this is the middle. Now we're gonna also do it to the other side. Like this. And then snap it against it. Just to the middle here. And also this side. But we're only gonna go 3 far, because that's the 4th of course. So 1, 2, 3. Like this. Only 3 out. Same here. 1, 2, 3. Then here we're gonna do the exact same thing. Just place it on the edge and snap to the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Make it 3 white again. And now we can just fill the boxes. If you don't need this many craft ridges, just place less. Okay, so now we basically got these boxes we're gonna fill with craft ridges. Here too. And we got this pathway. We got one whole side, middle, this middle, this middle. And this whole side. We're gonna have that free. So fill in these boxes and I'll see you soon. Okay, so we finished placing all the craft ridges. Now we're gonna place stack troughs. So just free place one right there. And then free place one to this one. Do not snap them to each other, because otherwise we're gonna have them not centered up. Otherwise it's simply not gonna look good. These ones you can snap though. And on this side you kinda have to line them up. And place them like that. And this one too. Beautiful. Now we have a little bit of space in the middle. What you could do, I kinda never use these unofficial, but you could just place a couple of these. This looks pretty cool. Now we are basically done with layer number 1. You are gonna have to place a terminal right here. We're gonna remove this one later, but we need to be able to teleport out like this. And now we're gonna craft the whole second layer. So bam, apply modules. Now we got this perfectly floating cryo floor. Cryo ceiling, whatever. Place a terminal in the middle. And now we gotta remove this one. So we gotta know it is free from one of the ceilings. It's kinda hard to know where it is since it doesn't tell you. But it should be like here, no. Maybe here. Yeah, it's over here. Remove terminal, and now that one is gone. Now we're gonna place the vaults. So what you wanna do is place one vault there. Go on top. And place this vault kind of in the middle like that. It's completely fine. Doesn't have to be perfect. Place all the ceilings. Because if you do the bottom layer first, then you cannot get on top. Now we did all the bottom ones. And now from down below you can do the top ones. Now just stack rifle the attached ceilings. Oh, if you're doing this by your base, by the way, watch out with shooting, because otherwise you're gonna hit your own crowd bridges. And do the other side too. And that's done. Now I did make a little mistake that I forgot. But if you go over here, right next to the vaults, 2 foundations out, I want you to not place these ones. I will also show you a little map, just to show you exactly which ones these are, to make it easier. And place a Tesla there. Also on this side, and place a Tesla. Make sure to place it upside down, otherwise it will have some trouble shooting. And trust me guys, it is very important to have good defense inside of your bunker. Please don't be lazy and forget about this. Because this is pretty important. Now when you turn it on, I want this one on charged. And then the opposite one, I want on bright. This one I want on charged. And the opposite one, I want on bright. And now we're gonna place the daddies. Just place it against the wall. Oh. Just like this, and now just fill it up pretty high. Just like I'm doing right here. And here you have it. However, now you're gonna notice that this one is kind of in the way. You could leave it here, but then you can only walk past it this way. That's up to you. However, I am gonna remove it because I don't like it. You can see that you have a ton of space left, so you can fill it in however you want. I'm going to give you a quick example. Just something very simple like this. A tinkering desk. Have the terminal here. Some beds. Tech teleporter. You could have a teleporter on both sides, but that's completely up to you. Incubator. Embryo. I would have this outside in a breeding base, but you could have some inside and you can still access everything around it. And you even have place for more. We want to go to layer 3. Go to build and pick one of these corners. I'm just gonna pick this one. I'm not sure which corner it is because it's kind of hard to know how. Just pick one of these corners and then fully build number 4, 5. It's kind of hard to see. 6 and 7. Okay, we're gonna miss some here. That's completely fine. We're just gonna access this real quick. Now we got all of this. Apply modules. Okay, we did it. So now it's gonna look like this. You got a hole down here. You could completely not have the hole, but I like to have it because I don't want to teleport every single time if I want to go to the crafting station. And then you have this big box. We will make the replicators float by simply placing them right here, placing some megalabs right over here. So 3 over there, and then this side you also want 3. So now we got wrap and 6 megalabs with a pathway in the middle. We are gonna want the library, which is better than you think. A lot of people don't know, but with the library you can actually put blueprints in it. And for a really big range, you can craft those blueprints in any replicator. So you're not wasting space in the replicator and you can keep your blueprints safe in a small library. Place a clock face right behind it. This can really help you craft a lot faster, especially if you're making A or B, gunpowder, whatever. And that was basically it for that. We're gonna go back to the terminal and fully build layer number 8. Just like that. Now you can see it being built here. Okay, so now this is fully built. We're gonna grab a steam forge, place it in this corner. Another steam forge in this corner. Place a ceiling, 1, 2, on the third block from the wall. Make it go 2 out. And this way too, 1, 2, 3, 2 out. And then place a steam forge right on top of that. And this side as well. Now we got this going down. You can land right on the steam forge. So if you don't have a tech suit, you're not gonna get massive fall damage. You got 4 forges. You got the reps, library, megalab. Now we're gonna need some daddies here. But before we place the daddies, place a couple vaults on each corner until you reach over here. This side too. All the way to there. Place a dedicated storage against one of the corners and just snap it across. This is really annoying to snap, but it will fit perfectly if you place the vaults. If you don't place the vaults, they're not gonna fit perfectly and it's really annoying. And then place the daddies still here. Till this block, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks out. Now we got the daddy floor complete and we can still walk underneath the replicator, underneath the megalabs perfectly. We got vaults on the side, we got the library. This looks pretty neat. Okay, so now we have the daddy floor complete. We're gonna place something right in front of it. I'm gonna place here the blood forge. If you don't need this or you want anything else, just place that. You can of course make it how you like it. But now we got the blood forge here and we can still walk around it. And you have a little bit more space for whatever you want. So if you need something else, just place it. And for all the leftover space that you have, just place some benches. Now the benches will make sure that you can just walk on top of the daddies and you don't have to jump like here. So that's why that's really nice to have. Like here. Let's talk about defending it. What we do need in here is a generator. So I just place one right here. And of course, place a Tesla right there. In this corner. And in this corner. It's not a corner, it's in the middle, I don't know what I'm saying. And now we got 3 Teslas here. What I would do is have this one on charge, this one too. And then this one on the stun, so bright. This way, if they teleport into here, they will still get hit by these Teslas. Now, let's talk about defensive tames, since of course you cannot have turrets in here. And Teslas are not gonna defend your whole base by themselves. But they are gonna really help the tames I'm gonna talk about now. The first one being Megalos. Megalos are very OP. Think about what's gonna happen when they teleport into your bunker. They will have a power main on their shoulder to try to kill everything. But the Megalo won't let that happen. He will pick the power main up and another one will pick the rider, so they cannot do anything. And they will even do a good amount of damage. But we're gonna need more aggressive dinos to kinda help the Megalos by finishing them off. Next up, the pyro mains. These guys are of course very strong, do the fire damage and everything. And when they have space to transform, whenever they get mad at someone, they will just grow bigger and attack him. How long do you think someone is gonna survive in the mouth of a Megalo while the Megalo is doing a good amount of damage with pyromates jumping him? But we're gonna need something extra. We got these Desmos on the ceiling. Ah, look at this beautiful bastards. Now, why Desmos? First of all, they are pretty small. They are not annoying, because you can just hang them from the ceiling. And they do a good amount of damage and can have good saddles. So they're gonna be kind of harder to kill. And they're pretty small, so they can kind of go in these cracks, you know. Because what if someone teleports in and they instantly tech jump towards the ceiling? Well, if you have like 10, 15 Desmos instantly attacking him, he cannot do anything. He's gonna get stuck. He is not gonna be able to see what he's doing. And they do a decent amount of damage. The only downside is, of course, you can bowl at them. However, you're not gonna bowl at 15 of these Desmos. And probably if you did, the first ones are already gonna be free out of the bolas, so just have enough so they cannot bowl at them all. And they will just jump them and completely mess them up. Well, that was kinda it for the crafting station. You could add more. More is better. Even if you have a little bit trouble walking at some places, it doesn't matter. It is safer and that's what it's about. It still needs to be livable. That's why small power mains are cool. That's why Megalos on top of replicators. Stuff like that, because they're not in the way. That's why Desmos, because they're hanging from the ceiling. But more is better. If you have any tames that you don't use anyway and that are pretty good, just place them here. Put them on defense. But of course we got the second room. The second room is a little bit different. It is a bit smaller as well. And the good thing about this part is, power mains cannot grow big in this area. But you can still have power mains on aggressive here. I tested it already, you cannot really throw them out. Which makes sense since the roof is really small. So you can basically throw nothing out. So what can you do? Like I said, throw some power mains up here. They will still do fire damage and that's really, really good. So if they bite the enemy, they're gonna get burned. So just have a bunch of them here. What you could also do is placing simply a tech cellar door there and here. This way enemies cannot simply jump down. And have them on both ways. Because if you don't have a bottom one, the enemies could tech jump towards this ceiling, you know? So they have like a safe little cube here. I mean, Desmos might be able to get them, but not all the Desmos. So place on both sides the tech ceiling and just place a bunch of power mains. Next up are Trudons. These guys are so OP here, especially because they are very fast. These small power mains are pretty slow. Enemies can outrun these power mains, which is not very cool. But the Trudons? Nah, these guys will catch them. And what do you think is gonna happen first when they jump into this base? They're gonna get stunned. Oh, it's not even turned on. They're gonna get stunned by this Tesla. So they won't be able to move and they're gonna have the Trudons on their ass already. These guys are very strong and you have a lot more small dinos you can get to, like the Morphodons, even cats. You know, any small dino works here pretty damn well. But Trudon's power mains, one of the best, 100%. Well, that was it for this bunker. It is completely finished now. You can add whatever you want to it, any other dino, but this is a really strong baseline. Also, a nice thing I just figured out is you can place a terminal right here, so you have a terminal underneath as well. And it looks pretty cool here, because it's like right next to the forge. So that was the bunker. But I got a full build guide coming up around the 20th of May. So be ready for that video. If you like this video, please give it a like and give me some feedback on it. Thanks for watching. See ya.